Hello there, wrestling fans. Welcome to another Friday episode. Episode 128.
131.
130?
Yeah.
30 of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe, the Panther the Third. And now introducing from the top of Metal Mountain all the way down to all 50 states and the globe, it's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going?
Not too much. I'm good. Feeling good like I should.
Living that happily.
Yes. No sponsors. You ready to introduce our guest, Geekin?
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to Maria Valdomina.
He called me Maria.
Look,
Marie. You just did every single thing that any new ring announcer who meets me does, and that's okay. I love you anyway.
My sorries. My sorries.
What's up?
Not much. Welcome, Dudes at Ringside, where we talk about everything, the floofs, the foods, and the wrestlings.
The foods?
The foods, the floofs, and the wrestling.
I like food.
Yeah, fans aren't familiar with you. Introduce yourself.
Yes. My name is Marie Valdomina. I am from Syracuse, New York. And there's not a lot of women wrestlers out here in this area. So I'm not surprised if people don't know who I am. I've been wrestling for about 5 years now. I started in 2015, I think. Is that 5 or 6 years? That's 6 years.
Well, 6.
My first match that I ever had in front of a crowd was in Maine.
Oh, wow.
So that was weird. Yeah. It wasn't even like out here. But most of the stuff that I do now is in either Lyons County, New York, with Ultimate Wrestling. I wrestle for Excite here and there in Binghamton. I've popped down over to Metal Geeks area for Victory Pro Wrestling in Long Island. And I was recently in New Jersey for IWA, I believe.
I think I've heard of them. Heard of IWA.
That was fun. That was a fun drive.
Have you ever been to PPW yet?
I have not. No, that's on a bucket list of mine.
There's another one in Florida. It's called CCW.
I'm trying to get on any promotion that has the most like women on it. Like I like that a lot. PPW is doing really well with that.
Yeah.
Tell them about CCW, Joe.
CCW. That's the one in Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
They had a tournament going for all women's tournament for an
yes.
It was a new. I don't know if you saw it on our story. They have a belt. Oh my God, it's a beautiful belt.
Beautiful belt.
I'm sorry, I will repo man that belt. I'll be like, that belt looks nice. Joe, why are you running away? Oh my God, Joe, Joe, come back. The belt's beautiful. I need it.
Is that purple belt that you shared?
Yeah. Yes, that purple.
That is beautiful.
I'm sorry. That belt will look nicely fine on Joe's Wall of Fame.
Joe, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that's an all-women's promotion, Joe. So you can't have that belt.
So I could be like,
how would they know?
Unless Joe pulled a Santino, it's like it could be a Josephine, right? I'm Josephine.
Our motto is Josephine.
You might have to lose the mustache though.
The mustache is my favorite little. Keep the ladies coming. The ladies like
Joseph here.
I had a. Oh my God! When I was at Keefe one day. I was outside pushing carts. I had my mask on for a few. I was like, I'm outside. I can take it off. So I took it off. And this minivan comes through, looks at me and parks, and then she looks back at me and she goes, "Wow, your mustache is ravishing."
Oh, she pulled.
I was like, At first, I was like, she's in the store. I caught it. My brain, I caught it. Wait, normally I'm like ravishing Rick Rude. I'm like,
you said I could curse on here.
Oh, you can curse.
You could say whatever you want.
I would have said some fucked up shit if I had a mustache and somebody said my.
I didn't catch it till I was way in the store. I would have been like ravishing Rick Rude. I would have.
Yeah, you should have asked her if she knew who Rick Rude was.
I was gonna go the happy smirk that.
Yeah.
After she was way in the store, I was like this.
Was she hot?
Oh, she was a hot mom with a minivan. Nice black minivan, new age minivan, not the old beat up minivan. It was like the door. You put the button and the doors open on the each side. The nice minivan, probably the seats are all heated with the TVs on
That's
each seat.
great.
I was just like,
I would have been flattered. She said something about my mustache.
Yes, I was like, Caterpillar, you did your job. Good boy. That's why I comb him every day, put a little oil in him before.
You didn't capitalize, though. What the fuck?
I know. After she came back out, I had my mask on. When she's come back, I was like, hello. And she was just like, hey. And I'm like, she didn't see you, friend. She didn't see you under the mask.
She was like, whatever. Yeah, just a normal guy without a mustache.
I need to get a mask with just the bottom of my mask, my bottom of my picture on the picture, and get like the mask with Joe's nose, like under the cartoon Joe with the mask, with the mustache.
Yes.
Like, see, I have a mustache. So who trained you?
I am trained by Zachary Springate III and Isis Effects.
Ah.
I also pop over to that's in Clay, New York. Literally 5 minutes from Syracuse. It was in Syracuse at one point. And they, I know everything from them. I also was popping over to Flower City Academy in Rochester, and their main trainers over there are Maddock and Chris Caden. And Maddock was trained by Colin Delaney.
Wow.
So, yes. And I have the pleasure of seeing Colin Delaney frequently whenever I go over there. And I also was popping into H.C. Lokes School, ECW Original.
That's awesome.
And
he was in Ring of Honor too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Ring of Honor.
And he is located in Campbell, New York.
All these different places in New York, I'm like, Campbell. I know the soups. I know
it's like an old town. Like, you get in there and it's like, this is a military town for sure.
Where I live in Pennsylvania, the town is called Milford, and it's literally one stoplight.
Milf.
Milford, yes. Yeah, the name says it all. The name says sticker. You would buy this sticker even though you don't live in Milford. It just says MILF.
That's pretty funny.
So what's your favorite wrestler growing up?
Oh, I was definitely a Shawn Michaels fan.
Yeah.
I'm 27, so the first time I saw Shawn Michaels was in 2002 when he had just come back. He had that like RVD haircut, like it was like up to here. And I did all my research on him. I ended up getting both of his autobiographies. I got all of his DVDs. I'd beg my mom to take me to Media Play to get the DVDs. And I would just binge watch Michaels so much until I eventually found out, oh my God, because like I was being an adolescent, and he wasn't even doing his flossy shit at that point, like the sexy shit. Yeah. So when I researched him and I found out what he was like prior to him fucking up his back with that match with the Undertaker,
he spiked him like a dart.
he punctured, I think, 2 discs in his lower back. He had to have them fused, I believe. And that was in his match with Taker, casket match. He was like coming out and he just like tapped his ass on it real quick. And in his book, he says that he could not walk the next morning. Oh, and obviously we know he was huge into painkillers and everything at that point.
So. Yeah.
And so I did my research, and then when I found out that he was the sexy boy, I was like hooked.
Out of all Shawn Michaels theme songs, which one that you like from the past that you watched? What was your which theme song was your favorite one out of all of them?
My favorite was the one with Sherry in it.
Did you know that I actually have that on my old iPod, and I randomly like just play that once in a while, play it, and it'll catch me off guard because I have it on the WWF playlist, and I'll be listening to the music, and all of a sudden,
and it's just
I played it one day. My mom was downstairs, and she was like, "What the hell?
Are you watching fucking porn? Are you watching porn?"
No, it's Shawn Michaels. She's like, "Why the hell? What the hell is this woman moaning?" I'm like, "That's Sensational Sherry." She's like,
"Who? She's dead, Mom. She's dead. I'm sorry.
She's dead. She's dead."
You're watching porn from dead porn stars?
It happens. It happens.
I wanted to do a gimmick like that for a while where I did like a voice, but I was like, I can't because I'm gonna geek out the whole time.
That's one wrestler that, like, in the 90s, you loved to hate Sherry. I'm an 80s/90s baby, and whenever I go to the Garden and I had this, I went to a show. Sherry was hard. Yeah, I used to go to Madison Square Garden like religiously as a little boy. Howard Finkel is the reason why I love announcing the guests.
I have a Madison Square Garden joke if you want to hear it.
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a diss, actually. You are square like Madison. I bet you'll start saying that from now on.
To people that make me mad, geek, you're a square like Madison.
You're a square like Madison.
Joe's on me.
Joe's already mean to me, so now you're giving more ammunition.
Almost every guest we've had on this podcast, I break out my Howard Finkel impression, and it has stopped wrestlers as big as the Savage Juggernaut Tamaku to the point that they're like,
do it.
Coming down the aisle from Venice Beach, California, weighing 275 pounds, this is Sting!
I hear it.
Or from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 275 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Has Michaels ever weighed 275? I
just ad-lib that weight every time.
Me and Joe were at his return match, actually.
I think he's mostly at 125, 135.
Right, Joe?
Yeah, we were at his return match against Triple H Shawn at SummerSlam.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? That's my favorite match.
That match was insane.
Greatest match ever.
With the sledgehammer and everything. Okay, so I love
chills.
Breaking it right now. I'm gonna break it a little bit right now. Yeah. I absolutely love towards the end of the match, like when I'm taking heat. I like to do the Michael spot where he like grabs their pants and he's like looking up at him. You know, like Triple H just smashed him with the friggin' hammer. He's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I loved that rivalry. Him putting his head through the car window. Him not knowing who it was. I loved all of that. And what happened prior to that? He was doing some stuff with Rob Van Dam for a little bit prior to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't, no. The Triple H thing. And Angle. Him and Angle at WrestleMania 21.
Geek's favorite thing. The Angle song. That's Geek's favorite song. He's why Geek didn't put it on his phone as the ringtone.
I'm just a sexy boy. Oh no, sexy Kurt. Sexy Kurt. I'll make your ankle hurt. Yes.
That's why I said he didn't make that as my ringtone. Like
that was gold.
Joe hated that Angle. Joe's
he's so mad.
No, because he's like, fuck Kurt Angle. I can't believe it. He beat Shawn. He's like, this is such bullshit. He stormed down the room.
I got so mad. We were in college.
I tried to calm him down. It's a joke. Calm down, dude. That was a good match. He's like, no, it's not right. He got so mad.
He's a legend. He's trying to
the people had been waiting for that match at that point.
Definitely.
Yeah, they had been waiting.
Angle has his, Kurt Angle moments, but that's Shawn Michaels, the GOAT we're talking about. We're not talking about...
Michaels rolling out of that ankle lock multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Phenomenal. That considering the fact that they chained most of that match. Do you guys know what chain wrestling is?
Yeah.
Chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And phenomenal.
Two of the best right there, Joe. Two of the best. Of
course,
right?
Two goats going at it in a cage, and we're talking about goats. So two goats going at it in a ring. Two goats, legends. Like that is one of my other dream, other than Rey Mysterio coming on here, and that's a far reach. But Shawn Michaels, Shawn Michaels coming on Dudes at Ringside. Oh, even if he made a promo for us, oh my God, and have him end the promo super kicking the camera.
You could get him to do a promo, you just have to pay money.
Oh, yeah.
Say go to cameo.com and say that's it.
He has been doing a lot more stuff online recently.
Yeah.
I know A&E just recently did a live meet and greet with him, but you had to win it or something, and it was all over Facebook. And then all of a sudden, it's like I haven't seen it, so I'm pretty sure it already had gone by.
Yeah, I Keith's like, oh, did you watch the XPW?
Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring. I'm like, I go to my.
I was there actually.
Oh, you were?
I might have some stuff for you guys soon. I can't make promises.
Can you say anything about it? You don't want to get in trouble?
It was a really good show. I love Masada. Schlack is fucking huge.
If you don't want to say you don't have to.
And I really liked it a lot. A lot of the Rochester guys were there to help out. Obviously, it was in Rochester. I think Rob Black is awesome. And I didn't have to sit in a black chair. So that's it. Don't believe everything you see on the internet, people.
What about I remember being in college, all my other friends, he got me into XPW, and he got me obsessed with Lizzie Borden. I mean, not he was like, dude, she's the hottest chicken wrestler. And I think she was hot. I'm like, there's other girls hotter than Lizzie, but there's nobody as creepier than Lizzie Borden when it comes to doing random promotions she used to do for them. My ECW would have been taken off the air, the stuff that Lizzie Borden would do. Am I right? Like crazy.
ECW, my brain was melted.
Yeah.
My brain as a kid was melted.
Yeah.
So I can imagine, and that wasn't even anything. You're gonna take your top and hold your hands over it and everything. No. XPW was doing some whole kind of shit.
Yeah, they were crazy.
The rumors they're coming back too. They're doing a show in LA in January.
If we had
Which
the money,
obviously stuff is subject to change, but yes, that is true.
Yeah. If I had the money, I would say, Geek, let's get in the imaginary Dudes at Ringside jet. Let's go to LA.
I know. I'm really wanting to go to LA as well.
If we were rich, we'd grab you and say, let's go, get on the jet, grab a bag.
I'm going to pack for 17 days, guys. You never know.
This be like, how many bags of clothes did you bring? I don't know what I need. I'm just bringing it, everything.
And then I have 7 suitcases.
Oh God!
You open one of them, and Short Sleeve Samson comes out.
I would just bring T-shirts because it's LA, And then my mom would be like, "You need a long sleeve T-shirts for what? We're going to LA." What do I need that for? I'm going to LA.
Yeah. Did you guys see that promo that Willie cut with the skewers in his head?
Oh no, I didn't see that. Did you see that, Geek?
No. Oh yeah, no, Willie Mack. Yeah, I saw that. That was insane. Yeah. I'm like, what happened?
They did a whole tournament on that show. So I think he wrestled twice or 3 times. And obviously he got skewered. I don't know if that was his first time getting skewered, but like, that was my first time seeing somebody get skewers in their dome. In person, like live. And I'm sitting there like watching him after he had done his reel, because when he was doing the after reel, he was like pulling some of them out, but he still had some of them out, and then I watched him pull the rest of them out.
Oh,
I
didn't. We're gonna get kicked off Twitch for this one, Joe.
No, she's not showing it. She's not skewering herself live on camera. Like, we had Gabby Gilbert on our podcast too. Gabby Gilbert.
Really?
Yes.
Doesn't she do like a rainbow gimmick?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe so, maybe.
She was just at one of those events.
Isn't she around here?
I think PA, is that PA or
NTW? She wrestles for, I believe she wrestles for Rope to Rope.
I think so. She wrestles for a lot of promotions.
A lot. She's everywhere.
We had her actually. It was funny. We had her the day before I was going to come to stay at Geek's house, and the show was going great with us, but her Wi-Fi was hot garbage. It was like so bad. Her Wi-Fi
garbage.
Hot garbage. She was horrible. Horrible. As one of these ladies I know from when I used to work with her Wi-Fi was horrible. Just horrible. Horrible. No, I said it wrong. Her Wi-Fi was terrible. Terrible. Everything she was saying, she was like, hot. And she did, and we're like, it's gonna go. No.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that was like that in her screen go
like, that.
Joe,
okay, enough of that.
Joe, don't make fun, because she's on a phone camera too, so don't forget. You're gonna jinx it. You're gonna jinx it, Joe. You're gonna jinx it.
I'm not privileged right now. Send help. Send help. Send nudes. No, send laptops.
Yes. We're like everybody we've had lately, they either had their laptop, their computer, or some people use their phones, and their phones act pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, sometimes.
Is mine acting good?
No, yours is good. Yours is good.
Actually, one thing we gotta say is thank you for promoting the podcast in your story and putting the link. No, they never do that.
Oh, I'm smart. I'm a smart cookie.
Yeah, so people could watch.
So you went on Twitch and grabbed the link, or did you grab the Willow? Which one did you do?
I went on to your bio on your Insta, and I grabbed it from there.
Okay. I was wondering, because I'm like, did she go on Twitch and click the link off Twitch and then do like that, or did she go on the Willow?
Well, they can see me. They can see us on YouTube, Twitch, and whatever right now, right?
Oh no,
no,
Twitch,
Twitter,
Twitch, and Facebook Live.
That's okay.
YouTube tomorrow.
Next day is YouTube.
How do you do them all at once?
It's something called StreamYard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. Now we're gonna do the fun questions.
Wait, we forgot to talk about the Victory Pro Show, Joe.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the Victory Pro Show. Let's do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was last month. I drove, I think it was 5 hours and 23 minutes or something like that. I hate tolls. Okay. So that was a fatal 4-way. That was with Ashley America, Megan Mason, me, and Karen Bam Bam, their champion.
Yep, Miss Bam Bam.
Obviously, Miss Bam Bam retained her title. Obviously,
the queen.
The queen.
The queen.
And I hope to be back over there at some point, sometime soon.
We hope you're back there too, you know?
I know. I was in your neck of the woods and you didn't even know who I was. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
How sweet.
Now he'll freak out when he sees you, like, fanboy out. Oh my god. Hey, friend. She'll be like, friend. We ain't friends. We ain't equal.
They have a guy there who makes, like, balloon animals and stuff.
Yeah,
and he was
he's
like,
awesome. He
was making balloon animals of, like, some of the wrestlers and everything. And I was like, I want one.
No, jeez.
If you ask me, he'd probably make a balloon of you.
Yes.
As a wrestler.
I should ask him.
He's a
he'll run out of purple. He'd be like, that's part of my outfit.
That's okay. I would choose any color. As long as I get a balloon made out of me. Oh, what's up, Team JD? Yes. Joe Davis is my manager, and he has a group, obviously, with many people in it, called Team JD. And Team JD is taking over here, apparently.
Pretty cool. Geek, how many people are in the chat right now?
We have 4 people in the chat right now.
What up, people?
Because I forgot to tell you that before.
What up, all 4 people?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that Victory Pro is like a little hidden gem that not a lot of people know about. Because they put on a lot of good shows, and people should start recognizing. I think it's starting to get a little bit more crowded. So at the show, like the last show, like this show coming up in December, reserve seating is sold out.
Yes.
Reserve. So I think people are starting to notice that Victory Pro is what's up right now.
I'm also seeing that a lot of places are running at the same time as other places. So it kind of makes it's a thing. You either know about what's going on or you don't know about what's going on.
Yeah, it's hard. That's the hard thing about independent wrestling. Because, like, when I went to my first ever Victory Pro Wrestling show, Geek bought these tickets on the whim in July, and we didn't even know what they were. And we were just going to hang out and just go to the show that night. The New York Wrestling Connection was doing a show that day at like 1 o'clock. And Geek and I went to the first show. NYWC is our former original indie promotion we knew about.
NYWC?
Yeah. New York Wrestling Connection.
Aren't they having Carlito over there recently, coming soon?
No.
This must be a different one.
Wow, I just followed NYWC on Insta. Watch it be NYCW or some shit.
You probably have the name reversed. It's probably.
Well, there's a New York Championship Wrestling out this way.
Yeah.
But it's in New York.
I did see that. I did look up NYWC on Instagram, and I got a different one too, with a different style. So I was like, "What?" Yeah. So we went to that show, and this might add into my wrestling question. Do you prefer outdoor shows or indoor shows?
I prefer indoor shows. Unless it's in a really hot gymnasium. Then it's going to be hot outside too. So you might as well just do it inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. That ring gets really hot.
Me and Geek drank at least about like 6 or 7 bottles of water, and they let us sit ringside. So we were, if this is the ring, and we were sitting right here, so we were sitting in front of a black ring. So it was just like,
no.
Yeah.
I told one of the wrestlers, I'm like, I feel bad for you, and he's like, don't feel bad, I'm used to it.
Well, they should be used to it. We sweat a lot.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to be like, ew, I'm sweating. And now I'm just like, yeah, burn. Burn. I'm a succubus now.
No, it's funny. You stole the mod's question. Do you have any?
She's gonna beat you.
Yes. She's gonna use her.
Do you have any pets? Oh, what a cute question. I do not. No. My friend who lives with me has a tuxedo cat, and he's really fat.
And the mod asks, "Do you have any pets?"
She's mad.
And my friend that lives with me also has a albino gecko, and he's really cute. He looks like a chicken thigh. You know how chicken skin looks?
Yes.
Well, that's what he looks like. He's so cute.
Like, who left the chicken thigh? Oh, it's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is there a piece of chicken in this, like, cage?
Joe, what have you been smoking? Nothing, man. Looking in the case, man.
She said
I don't know about you, but my goal...
She's going to ban
Meme-a-mania ban. What does that mean?
She means she's going to ban him. She's going to ban him in a minute from the chat.
Oh,
wow.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yes. So, is there any places in the country that you like, the country or the world that you want to wrestle? You thought about yet?
I really want to wrestle in Florida. My goal is to wrestle in Florida right now. Please help. My mom lives in Florida. I almost lost her. I'm my mom's only child. She is the world to me. She is 70 years old. 69 years old. She had me at 42. Mm-hmm. She has dementia, and she was in an assisted living facility through all of COVID and towards the tail end when we had just gotten the vaccines. She ended up getting it, and she was on a ventilator for the full maximum time that they would allow you to be on a ventilator. She had gotten thrush. They put a trach in her. When they took her off of sedation from the ventilator, she did not wake up for like a week. We had to do brain scans on her to see if there was any activity. She was all good. It's just that sedation was taking her longer for her to come to. She wasn't like following. Like, you could be like, my mom's name is Rosemary. Go figure, right? And she's a saint. I love my mom. And she just wasn't coming to, and I'm obviously in New York, so I was freaking out. My aunt is her caregiver, and now my mom's come to. She knows what's going on. She's still a little confused. Like, she doesn't remember my cousin's name and stuff like that. I'm hoping that when I do see her in January, that she'll remember who I am. And my goal is to wrestle in front of my mom at least once before I can't anymore.
Well, you could always go follow on Instagram CCW. They're in Florida.
Yeah, she's in Tampa right now.
That's the other one. There's two CCWs.
There's another one but it's in Miami. It's Magic City.
It's a little too far from that.
Yeah, but the CCW that Geek was saying, they're in Tampa. Was it Tampa?
No. They actually travel. They'll do shows once a week, but they'll have a loop. You know what I mean? 1 week they'll be in Melbourne, another day they'll be in Pompano. So they'll go all parts of Florida, and then actually Nashville's actually now part of the loop.
Right. So I need something like that because she was originally in Spring Hill, and then they had to move her out to another facility to get her into like a rehabilitation facility. They're weaning her off of taking the trach out and helping her speak again, helping her walk again, because she hasn't walked or eaten in 3 months.
Wow.
So, but she's alive. And that's my mom. My goal is to wrestle in front of my mom someday. So
you're gonna. We believe.
I hope so, guys.
You're gonna do it. She's gonna see you wrestling. She's gonna be proud, and she is proud of you.
Yeah.
Your mom's proud of you. So proud
I know she is. I tell her a lot, like, "Hey, your daughter's a wrestler," and sometimes she never remembers. She thinks I'm 19 sometimes and stuff. Dementia is, I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah. I had my grandmother, which passed away of cancer in 2008, and she had dementia before she got cancer. And
But they are so pure.
Yeah.
I would love to share this information with my mom every day and have her. Either way, she will be proud of me every single time that I tell her. I think she's just proud that she made a child. I'm like her greatest accomplishment.
Yeah. And you could tell you came on a podcast, and you could even show her, like send her, like show her, like when you go see her, be like, see, look at this. I'm hanging out with these two guys and they didn't know who they were, and now they're cool. They're good. They're funny guys. They're cool guys.
Oh my gosh, older folks with technology. She was so cute when I FaceTimed her a week ago. She was like, "That's not Marie," because she's got the Long Island accent. My mom's from Queens and Long Island at one point, Levittown. And she was like, I was 25 minutes from there. I was going to go to Nassau County Medical Center because that was my mom's first and only job. And I wanted to take a picture outside of there. She always asks me if it's still there. I'm like, Mom, I live in Syracuse, not where you were born. You know, they get confused. So I took great pride in going out to Long Island, driving by myself. And I was like, yeah, my mom was born here. That was cute.
If you ever come back to Long Island, let us know like a month in advance, and if it's around next year, I'll pop in, and when I stay at Geek's place, we could have some pizza. We can go find some fun places to have tacos.
Yes.
Have some margaritas.
Margaritas.
Oh. Hopefully you're booked on Victory Pro again. So
yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes, right? I will talk to them for sure.
Tell them.
We do keep in contact still.
But remember, it's just it's just a suggestion, right, Geek?
Definitely suggestion.
They gave us
wink.
Yeah, they gave us.
I can't wink with. Oh wait, I did. Hold on, I could do it with both eyes right now. Why is that possible? I was trying to do that. Okay, do you see this?
I see it.
I tried to do that the other night and I could not do it. Why is that?
I got in so much flack when I worked in Walmart. The Del Rios thing, he used to go this all the time randomly to people. And something bad would happen to them, and I would do it to these kids, and I would do this. And they're like, Joe, why are you winking at me? No reason.
Like a creepy janitor wink.
Yeah. Take the thing that fell off the...
It's the mustache.
They were just mad that the
don't mind the creepy guy that lives in the woods.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering what lives in the woods of his mustache.
Cats, little panthers, like random animals.
Caterpillars.
Yep. Caterpillars.
This is my caterpillar farm.
Yeah, man. I just gotta brush it, make sure.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah.
Next time I come on, I'm gonna have like a fake mustache.
I gotta sell those. Actually, we have the stickers, and we're working on getting more merch, some lanyards. Yeah.
Joe, don't ruin the campaign. Shh.
Huh? I would wear one.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Joe's trying to spoil all the secrets of all the merchandise we're coming out with.
I know we got so many secrets we can't tell everybody, guys.
The one thing that I wish we ask my mom if we can get these made up, like our Stockade buddy. This was his.
Those are cool. Those are cool.
That was cool. Those are epic. I love those. Stockade. You need to get these made up for yourself.
Yeah, I should. I was gonna get some other stuff made up, like backpacks or drawstring bags or something.
You know what? People like stickers.
Stockade is no longer stocky.
Yeah.
I know. I'm so used to the name, just because that was his name. Like me and Joe know Stockade. Like the name
Stockade I met Stockade here in Binghamton. Well, I'm in Binghamton currently right now visiting, but he's so friendly. I know. There's a lot of nice guys out in Binghamton here at Excite.
K. Lothbrook, Joe. K. Lothbrook.
I know, but I'm afraid if I say that, he'll see me the next time and be like, Joe, can you come over for a minute? Don't you ever call me friendly on the podcast again? Are you really hurting me right now? My feet are off the air.
Just lizard man. Lizard man.
Throw you to a table attack.
In the air. Like, I'm sorry, Stockade. What did you call me? I said, stockade. Are you peeing your pants? Yup.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
it's Cade Lothbrok, Joe. Cade Lothbrok. You have to say it right.
No, I'm gonna be the one that gets.
Fuck that. Just call him Cade.
No,
I'll punch him in his face.
No, he won't say you peed your pants. You'll be like, Joe, did you pee your pants? No.
No, I peed on you.
I peed on your shoe. Joe, ew, you're peeing on my shoe. I'm not peeing my pants. You're peeing your pants. And then
I did it on purpose.
All the girls look. So I did it so girls could notice it. And then I'll walk away.
Cade's got an awesome new stable, by the way, in VPW.
Yes, he does. I see.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to face Megan Mason. That would be good. And maybe I should bring somebody with me from this way. Have an intergender tag.
You know, we like
maybe some of Cade's friends from over here, this neck of the woods, will drive out there with me.
I don't know what kind of friends with
and I don't have to fucking drive by myself.
Yeah,
I tried. I asked a bunch of people. I was like, do you want to come with me to Long Island and wrestle? It was a difficulty though, because the card was already booked and blah blah blah. And so that didn't happen. But next time I'm hoping to drive out with somebody and then, get something going for them or help out some way.
Then Megan's gonna look at me and Joe and be like, guys, I thought you were on my team. I'll be like,
Megan is so sweet.
She's so awesome.
Her and her girlfriend are super sweet.
She has the coolest computer chair ever. I want to ditch this chair and take a computer chair and run. She has this cool gamer chair in her room, and I'm like, "Do you game anymore?" She's like, "No, it's just my computer chair." And I'm like,
I like that little stable they have going on.
They have a cool stable though.
If they ask us to join their stable, I'm like, do you have to size me for a vest? Because I'm large.
You're gonna put you with some chaps or something.
Oh, I'll make mine.
Wait, Vikings don't wear chaps. What the fuck?
Panthers don't wear pants. They're naked. So
what do Vikings wear?
They wear whatever
braids. You gotta braid your mustache.
Actually, for a while I was actually gonna grow it down to here. But then I thought, I don't have a motorcycle. That will look completely bad.
We have to get him mustache extensions.
They just added the drunk guy to the stable, too.
Drunk guy?
There's a drunk guy now in BPW.
You got to remember, I've only been there once. So.
Yeah, but
you said you Eagles all the way.
You said you were paying attention online.
There's a drunk guy. Tell me about this drunk guy.
His gimmick is he comes from a frat house. He carries like a White Claw with him.
Oh, okay.
Does he actually drink the White Claw? Or
he does. He drinks it and he gets drunk during the matches.
How do you get
I know somebody else who does that as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. A lot of vets. I'm just kidding.
I wasn't at the last show. I wasn't at the last show. Geek told me there was a guy that got very disorderly outside the ring.
That's his gimmick. It's part of his gimmick.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about something else. We'll talk about
that.
Yeah.
Did you see me get backhanded by Karen at that show?
Yeah.
I was like, WAP! I was like, bye, guys. Boom. See you later.
Nice to know you.
I actually talked to one of the people that wrestled Karen. She says, Karen hits really hard.
Good. That's the way she should hit. Continue hitting like that, Karen, because I loved it.
She'll knock the teeth out of your mouth and it's over. Good night.
I would just like to have a conversation with a bunch of girls who have been hit by Karen so that I can hear what they have to say, and then I'd be like, I didn't mind.
She's like,
do it again. Do it again.
She'll start a Facebook group.
May I have another?
She'll be like, girl, you nuts.
she'll be the female Minoru Suzuki. Like, she'll hit you, and then she'll look at her, and you'll smile, and just say, "Go one more time, again, do it again." And then you'll hit.
Take another one from her. But
Yeah.
the third one, I'm gonna have to duck.
You know what she did to our mod? Highlighted on the screen, geek.
What? She wanted a high five, and then she told her she was too old for love.
That was the funniest thing ever. I wasn't even there, but I was like, "What? Oh,
that's
God.
great. That's actually great.
Such a great heel.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
And it's funny. Everybody else gets like told this or that. Karen Bam Bam looked me in the face and blew a kiss at me. Everybody else gets like mean lines. I was like, "It must be the
mustache.
The mustache magic."
Oh,
it's that Shawn Michaels thing. She likes them gun show. The gun show.
I always said Karen should go for like the men's title next.
I would love to see her hold 2 titles. Can I have one of them now eventually?
There we go. Have you face Megan for the belt? There you go. That's the title match I could see.
Definitely. Yeah.
Do you have any shows any upcoming shows you're doing coming up?
Yes, tomorrow I'm going to be at UW in Lyons County. That is going to be a Clash of Champions show. So every single title is going to be up. And I am not scheduled, but I'm going to be there, and I'm going to force my way in somewhere. There's not a women's title, but I don't give a shit. So I'm doing that tomorrow. And what did I have for Sunday? Sunday I was supposed to go over to Sanctuary. Sanctuary was going to be doing something in PA, Hazleton.
I know where Hazleton is, yeah.
And they were awesome over there. And it's like tapings and whatnot. So I was gonna go over there and do some stuff over there. They were planning on doing like shoot style, no ropes, chain, pseudo style wrestling, and which I friggin' love. I love anything that has to do with not losing a fucking hold. I love chaining. And for those of you who know what chain wrestling is, I will not elaborate. But that got canceled, unfortunately. So I do not have anything for Sunday. I will just be hanging out, being my normal self. And I do have some more stuff lined up to come. I plan on popping back over to Rochester for a little bit. And that should be fun. And December 4th, I'm planning on popping over to Excite. Excite's going to have another big show in Binghamton.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And they just had Matt Cardona over there. They had Masada. They had Anthony Green. So that just recently had gone by last week. That was fun. A couple weeks ago, I think, maybe.
Okay.
And hopefully Victory Pro in the future.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm hoping to go to Victory Pro. I've also been asked to go to NYCW, but the days that I've been asked to go there, I've been busy. I've been elsewhere. But I do plan to go to NYCW, and that should be fun. I also want to make my way out to TIW in Schenectady, New York. So I would like to see how that goes. There's a lot of other places that I hope to work with. My ultimate goal right now would be PPW. Is Shimmer still running?
There's a girl that's coming on our podcast in December. That's the Wow. She has like a
Warriors of Wrestling is wonderful and Staten. Yeah.
She has like a patch on her eye, and I think she's one of their champions. Shimmer.
Yes. Warriors of Wrestling is awesome. They do a lot of seminars and stuff over there. I've gone there a couple times when I first started. It's a hike to get over there to do a student showcase. But I should get over there, because that's where you're going to make connections. So obviously, You have girls coming out of there that are going to Shimmer and whatnot. It's a place to be. And Shimmer is an ultimate goal someday for me.
There's also Magic City also.
Yeah. There's a lot of places that I want to go.
There's like right now, there's a lot of like regular promotions that are like the regular guys that are really hot, but like you cannot say independent wrestling without saying there's some hot places. Like indie wrestling right now in the country is very hot. Like you look up indie wrestling on YouTube, you can find a lot of different indie, like, but just by us doing this podcast, we have learned about so many different indie promotions from different countries, from different states.
Yeah.
Like we could tell you, there's one. If you ever take a trip to England, definitely hit up Coventry Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
Not now. Not now.
No, I'm not going to hit them up now because that would be a huge and utter embarrassment. But
if you ever go to England,
you could say, "Oh, the dude at ringside sent you." The like, what?
That would be like the time where I was going to go visit family in Puerto Rico, and I messaged like a couple Puerto Rico promotions, and I got responses back in Spanish, and I was like, "Shit, I should have learned Spanish before I tried to do this shit."
Google translation, you know that, right?
I did. One of them answered. They were like, something, something, sorry, yada yada. Another one was like, we're not having shows right now, something, something. Follow us on this and plug their shit. And then another one no-sold me.
We get that a lot.
It's like, we don't speak English. No inglés. No hablo inglés.
You have to say like Big Mouth, oh no, you want to do that now? The girl with the blonde hair.
My fucking ankle.
I love that.
My cock sucking ankle.
I have to find the picture on my phone. When I went to New York Comic-Con like 2 years ago, there was, I guess maybe it was for promoting Big Mouth. They had the two monsters walking around the floor, around the cafeteria area, and I took a picture with them with my proton pack. I was like,
They're funny. She's my favorite though.
Oh, the female monster. She's like, oh yeah,
Oh, you're talking about the hormone monsters. Yeah, Connie.
Hey,
she's freaking hilarious. Hey. No, I thought you were talking about the blonde chick.
Oh yeah, I like her too. She's funny.
She's freaking hilarious.
I like doing the hormone monster voice. Hey, I'm gonna go over here and get some bang bang.
Somebody said I love when Peter Griffin falls and goes Okay, let me not do that. Anyway. Hey Twitch. Fuck that girl playing Pokemon half naked. Anyway. Do you want to listen to Peter Griffin go by a 27-year-old professional wrestler for like 2 hours straight? Let's go.
Or you want to watch a girl going, oh my god, I'm playing Pikachu with the remote significantly right here below my chesticles. like
it's just like, let me push them up.
Yeah, we get 4 people in our chat, but then that girl has 87K. I'm like, girl, what'd you pay them? You had to pay them. Like,
give me some.
Somebody have a raid over here. Come on, we need a raid.
Yeah.
Right? We had that one guy that raided our channel, Heel Josh, and he hasn't been back since. I'm like, thanks, Josh.
Thanks for coming in and shitting on everybody and then leaving.
That's what they
love
do.
you too.
And then they don't even say dudes at ringside. They'll say like Josh. They'll fill the thing full of Josh. It's like,
yeah, because they come from Josh's channel.
Yeah.
They're not coming from dudes at ringside.
Josh sounds like a mainstream name.
His name is Heel Josh. He just talks about AEW.
Yeah, me and Josh were getting a huge fight out of nowhere. Just fight. It makes it sound like I hate AEW. I don't hate AEW. I just don't like how
smarky.
Yes, I just don't like how their fans are basement.
Joe's just a hater. That's all. He hates.
I don't like how their fans are basement dwellers. Like,
why can't we all just love wrestling and get along?
Joe, no, I'm saying not just AEW in general. I'm saying in general, Joe just hates everything. Joe hates Spider-Man, for example. I'm like, how do you hate Spider-Man?
Because you want to know why? When the last Ghostbusters trailer came out, before the movie came out and delighted my life last night, they were in the chat on the YouTube channel. This is not the Spider-Man trailer. When's the Spider-Man trailer coming out? I hear all I hear is Cartman.
I can do that really good. Hold on, give me a second. Let me do it. I need to not geek out because I just watched this earlier. I just watched the episode where they shove food up their ass and shit out their mouth.
Oh god, that episode's insane. We love that. We love South Park here.
We were talking about it, and I was like, "Wait, let's just play it." Okay, ready? No, this is my papa.
All I can think is the episode.
That's actually really good, to be honest with you.
No,
I'm sitting down. Normally, I do my voices standing, and Geek knows. Geekers and getting hit.
See, it's so easy to do Cartman.
It
really is.
Me and the mod would be like this. Cat, but Wendy, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Have you ever gotten hand sanitizer in your eyeball?
Oh, yes, because I was a greeter, so I had to use it for clean my hands. People always just check my hands, and I just
one time I was like, and it was like fling, and I was like, I'm gonna cry.
I'm not doing the Napoleon Dynamite, so forget it.
He does it naturally. Gosh. In college, Geek used to do that to me all the time. He's like, gosh. Geek would call my house.
What is that fucking llama called, Linda?
Tina.
That
Geek
bitch.
would call my house and literally do this. He wouldn't even say, hi, Mr. Tiguez, or hey, how are you doing today, Mr. Tiguez? No. He'd be like,
hi, Mrs. T.
He said he would say, is Joe there? My mom's like, hello? Or he'd go, hello? Hello? Is Joe there? Is Joe there? My mom's just like, Lance, do you want to speak to Joe? Yeah.
Oh no. Who still has a house phone?
Not anymore. We still have house phone, but not often. They don't use it often. But I think we're losing Geek. I think we're about to lose Geek. He froze. He's dead.
Geek.
So, what kind of pizza do you like? What type of fun pizza do you like?
I'll eat anything, including pineapples.
Mod's half Italian. She's gonna be like, that's a no.
I'm half Italian. Geek, you're back.
You didn't freeze and run away. So
I will eat anything.
It's funny. I told this to Geek when I was coming back with my yummy food from. Actually, you ever come to upstate New York? Come to Port Jervis. They have a really yummy place that has like fried chicken, burgers, hot dogs, called Ben's Fresh. Really good milkshakes, good burgers, good hot dogs.
I like milkshakes.
They have a secret Benny sauce. It's like almost like a tangy sauce that they stick on their food. Oh, so good.
You know what New Yorkers eat a lot of that I haven't really eaten a lot of? Trash plates or something like that.
Trash plate?
Yeah, it's like a.
Oh, he's gone.
Bye. It's like a trash plate. Like it's got like French fries, chili, cheese, bacon, chicken tenders.
He'll be back.
Ground beef, like a bunch of shit in it.
Oh, I gotta ask Ben if he ever made that. Oh yeah, Tina. No, it's Tina Eats Your Ham.
I like ham too.
Yes.
Kind of.
The pizza that I go for is the well done pepperoni pizza.
I like stuffed crust stuff.
You know what's funny? I haven't really found a place that does that by me in Pennsylvania that makes this stuffed crust.
I also like. I like chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Ooh, yeah.
I like pizza with like Canadian bacon. Well, that's ham, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, so what's its ham?
It's like a bacon pizza, but it's like a thicker bacon pizza, if that makes sense.
Rochester?
And I like pizza with mozzarella and tomatoes and spinach on it.
That's a yummy one. Like there's a pizza place
and broccoli.
There's a pizza place that I went to with my friend back in the day. It was a buffalo chicken pizza, and they didn't put the cheese on it. They just used the buffalo sauce in the circle like this, and there was the chicken on it, and it came with a thing of blue cheese. Yeah.
What? Ew, it sounds like soup.
It was, but it was so good the way they did it. They put the buffalo sauce like a spiral, and then they put the chicken on top, and they put blue cheese.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I thought you meant like the Where's what? How's the shit not falling off?
I don't know. It's like magnetized. Geek will be back. I know he's
How long do you guys usually go for?
We usually go for an hour, but I don't know. Geek's gonna have to like get it and tell us to get off. I'm like, I don't know how to kick off.
Geek, you better get your shit together.
Yeah, no,
brother.
Man. Oh, he'll be back.
Brother.
There you're back. All right. If you have to go, just where can
No, I was just wondering because this is the longest I've done a podcast for.
Yeah, we should just hang out,
hang out, talk. Have you played any video games lately?
I have not. No, unfortunately, I have not. I was a GTA girl for a while.
Oh yeah, GTA. I had a thing I did when I went to the one that was based on New York. I found the cheat code for the cell phone, and I went down into the subway, and I'm like, let me see if it works down in the subway, because cell phones, subway may not work because of reception. I went on the tracks, and I put the code in for the nice car, and I was like, oh, it worked. And I was driving through the train stations in the nice Maserati, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get, because you couldn't get over the bridge. Remember, the bridge was blocked by the cops. I went underneath the bridge in the tunnel, and the cops were like, and all the cops were trying to get me, and they're jumping off the bridge trying to grab me. They couldn't get to me.
Have you played 5?
I think that's the one after. That's one that's after New York, right?
That's the new one now. Yeah, not the new one, but the most recent.
No, I haven't got to that one yet, but I played the New York one. That was my favorite.
I get so fucking mad.
Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
I do not. No. My friends do, and I'm like, we were playing like Mario Party. They just bought Mario Party like 2 days ago. So it is so fun. And they're so cute. They're so freaking cute. I like Peach. Obviously.
I'm over that,
they have a bunch of they have other characters in there other than the Mario characters.
Me, Mario. Hoo.
All I know is that Wario looks like really freaking creepy.
Oh, they made him look really bad in this one? Like really
They made him look like he looks like Eustace on steroids.
Oh, jeez.
We've been watching a lot of Courage the Cowardly Dog too with my buddies.
That show brings me back because I remember watching that when I was in like high school. The Cowardly Dog. Oh my gosh.
Courage is amazing.
I
like cartoons.
So what is your favorite cartoon right now?
It's definitely Courage right now. I used to watch a lot of Kids Next Door. I like all the Scooby-Doo movies and Scooby-Doo and all that. Original Scooby-Doo.
Oh, the one that they would show like in the morning on whatever channel it is, like the original, the bat. And then so here we go.
Nothing beats Courage though.
Like when you see our logo, what channel would you think it would be on? Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, or Fox on Sundays?
Cartoon Network. Adult Swim. I'm sorry.
Adult Swim.
Yeah, it looks Bob's Burgers-y.
Oh, can you imagine? Well, here we go. Synopsis: would be Joe and Metal Geek live in an apartment together and we work for a radio station, or would we be disc jockeys?
You would work for a radio station because I would want you to make the most money as possible.
Yeah,
definitely.
You know what they'll do to us? We work for the radio station, but we live in this small apartment right by the train.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, wow. But then
you live in a small apartment by the train that makes a bunch of friggin' noise, but you have like 21K.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that's how it is these days. And
I'm surprised Papa Dank was in the chat today. You know,
Papa Dank have you met Papa Dank yet?
I have. I actually did the interview with him at Victory and his son, and I call his son Baby Dank the whole time.
Baby.
He hasn't talked. He's a mime.
He is really good. They're really sweet too. Why? What's up?
Super nice to us though, all the time.
They support us 100%. Like anything that we want to do, they're like, guys, do it. And then, but his character goes after me. Like, I'm gonna make Joe shave his mustache off. Joe shaving him. This mustache comes off. It turns into like a boomerang.
It turns into a storyline. He's turned to a storyline. It's like, when I see you, Joe, I'm gonna shave the stash.
Like, I don't know. I think the razor will get caught in the mustache and it'll grab him and flip him over. It's like a third hand. It's like a hand will come out of the mustache and grab him and like.
I don't know, man. Mustaches are weird sometimes. Like, no, you haven't. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. But I was about to ask you, have you ever kissed a guy with a mustache before? I have, and sometimes like when they just drank liquids, it's like your mustache is wet, and it's like
I grab a napkin and I'll go in the bathroom and wash my mustache just in case if I drank a milkshake, there'll be like milkshake fragments inside of it, or
I was saving that for later.
Yeah, I went to the I'm like, don't eat anything stupid. And I just wipe my face off.
There's Taco Bell in there.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm a messy eater. I'm a horribly. I'll eat wings and I'll be like red mustache. I'll look like
that's what I'm gonna go do after this.
I rip on Joe all the time. Every time he's on the phone with me, all I hear is no. I'm like, okay, yeah. That's all I hear on the phone. And I'm like,
because he has me on speakerphone all the time. I'm talking to him. It's like, I'm like, what? No, Joe, you're so mean to me. I'm like, I don't know what you just said. You sound like.
That's what I'm doing when I get done off of here. I'm gonna go get wings.
Yeah, if they still open, it's 9:14 at night.
It's a bar. It's a bar.
Ah.
They serve until 9:15, so I'm gonna message them, be like, "Yo, make me them hot wings," and then go get it.
You can have them play the podcast on their on the thing when you walk in. Have them listen to Dudes at Ringside.
They do have a bunch of TVs in there. How do I do that?
Yes.
How do I do that? What do I do? Do I be like go on YouTube or something somehow? Or it's a smart TV? I think it's a smart TV.
Yeah. Tell them to go on
It has to be a smart TV.
Tell them to go on Twitch and look up Dudes at Ringside. And that's the most recent interview that thing when we were live.
I will find out if those TVs that are sitting behind the bar are HDMI or smart.
Yeah. Because
I have HDMI and I just use my PS4. So I just watch everything that way.
So hello, future guest that's sitting at the bar eating wings.
Hey,
hi.
Don't eat them.
Hopefully that means that this is a smart TV. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You've been watching your television. You've been spending your hard-earned money and watching sports on a smart TV.
Yeah, you were smart.
By the way, my name is Marie Valdomina. How are those friggin' wings?
Yeah.
Their wings are spicy here because I'm in Binghamton right now. The wings are spicy here. And I come here to chill and get wings. Obviously. And there's a crap load of bars here. I don't do bars in Syracuse. Like my girlfriends don't really go out there, but my girlfriends here go out here, if that makes sense. Binghamton people like to party.
Yeah, I heard that.
I think all New Yorkers like to party, right?
Oh yeah.
And PAers.
Geek, I would always go, Geek, let's go have some beer. He's like, every weekend you come to my house and you drink, Joe. Like, my lesson.
What kind of beer do you guys like?
I Well, I used to drink like Budweiser and Bud Light, but now since I moved to Pennsylvania, I drink I don't drink all the time, but I love Yingling. I love Yingling beer. I know it's a little bit, but I made fun of one of my friends that is not in the chat right now. Like, he lives and breathes Pennsylvania, everything. Like, he's like, Joe, you moving to Pennsylvania? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you should drink Yingling. I'm like, what's some kind of Japanese beer? She's not drinking Yingling. And he goes, dude, shut the fuck up, Joe. That's Yingling. That's the old. He went all historian on me. He's like, did you know that is the oldest beer in in America? Yingling is historic. And I'm like, okay, let me try it. And I liked it. And we went on a tour of their brewery. They're near Donny Park. Their brewery, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. They give you some history. Yes. Like their beer.
I'm not a beer drinker. I like hard ciders.
Those are good. I like the hard cider. Have you ever gone to the hard cider, the Angry Orchard place over there in New York?
I haven't, but Angry Orchard is my favorite.
My parents went, and I wasn't there that day. I was doing something, but they went and they were like, "It's so cool." They have like a tree house. They have for the kids. There's like you could eat burgers and wings, and you could they have all their flavors out on the bar and stuff like that. You could try them. Oh, like in the taps, they have different ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Angry
good.
Orchard. Please sponsor us, Angry Orchard. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Someday.
Any sponsor, anybody.
That'd be so cool. Get Angry Orchard. Yingling too. That'd be God.
Joe, I think the reach for that would be neat.
Yingling, hello, Yingling. I'm from Pennsylvania.
They don't care, Joe. They want.
He's got a mustache.
I got a mustache.
And he's from PA.
I'm from PA.
They want to know how many people are viewing this podcast. That's the only thing they care about. They don't care if you're from PA. They don't care if you drink Yingling. They just care how many people are viewing the podcast. If they see a lot of people viewing the podcast, then they're going to sponsor you, Joe. But until then, that's it.
Metal Geek spit fast.
You're like, Mom and Dad are fighting. We're always fighting.
Oh, that's great.
All right. We don't want to hold you up from getting your wings and they tell you, we just closed the fry.
Oh, no, they'll be fine.
We're closed.
I'll beat them up.
Oh God, we're
No, that would make me very sad. I would have to get pizza instead. I should not be eating all these things, and these wings are going to fuck me up.
Jeez.
But that's okay.
And then the pizza place goes, "We're closed."
Yeah.
Or they just don't fucking answer at all.
The music's too loud in the bar. They don't hear it.
I tried to get Chinese like 2 weeks ago, and me and my friend were both calling on our phones. And we were, I was like, they're not answering me. And she was like, let me try. And so she called on her phone. They weren't answering her either. I was like, they're not supposed to close for another hour. Let's blow these fuckers up. So we fucking blew them up. And I was like, I just wanted my food. I just wanted Chinese food at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that reminds me of the time when I was trying to call Domino's once, and then they picked up the phone. They say, "Yeah, we're not delivering right now. We're closed." I'm like, "Why'd you answer the phone then?"
It's like, I answered the phone because my manager's here.
Yeah, of course.
And I had to.
The manager's looking at me right now.
I was forced to answer this phone.
You have to say it like the girl from Big Mouth.
A guy with a mustache forced me to answer the phone.
My ankle.
My cock-sucking ankle.
I tripped on a wet floor.
Dude, my favorite episode is the one where she I'm not gonna say. I forget.
Somebody in the future.
It involves an egg.
Oh,
Joe needs to do his Morty impression now.
Oh my God! They answered the phone. I'm so scared. I need a pizza. I'm hungry. I got a pizza. I don't want a Domino's.
Say it in like I just went to. No, do the Cartman voice again, and say, "What the fuck, Little Caesars? You promised me hot and ready pizza, and there ain't no fucking pizza," or something like that.
You guys are suck. You promised me a pizza. It's cold. God damn it, God, you idiot. Pizza's not cold. Damn it, God. Damn pizza.
You gotta say hot. Do somewhere in there. You gotta say hot and ready pizza.
Hot and ready pizza.
Do stuffed crust.
You got stuffed crust?
Do it one more time.
Yeah, stuffed crust. I got stuffed rolls.
It's funny hearing Cartman say stuffed crust.
Stuffed crust. You have to make it like he's really stuffed crust. Because he's fat.
I'm not fat. I'm just sitting here eating my Little Caesars pizza, my stuffed crust, and my Gatorade.
Mom, toilet now.
You just gotta say random shit like, Mom, there's no more blue Gatorade.
No, my Gatorade.
Where the fuck are my Rolaids?
Mom, my Rolaids.
Mom, can you pick up Rolaids from Wegmans? I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
The Peter Griffin. Oh, I can't do that because when I do that, it sounds sexual.
Felicia.
Like no, I'm gonna do it the crappy way because the good way sounds too good.
Oh god.
When I fall, I actually do that frequently, and it's pretty funny.
I do that anytime when I'm doing the milk crates at work, and I have to take them off the top, and I'm like, it's leaning, and I'm grabbing it, and I'm like,
I thought you were gonna say you did the milk crate challenge. I was like, did your mustache put you onto that?
Yes, it is. Dude, what is that one like that? Kill him, you bad whackers bonkers. You bad whackers bonkers, kill him. You bad whackers bonkers.
I've never seen such split personalities in my life.
Yeah. I remember when we first started this podcast, I had no mustache. It was just like barely a mustache. And then it started evolving. Mustache started growing, right, Geek? Every episode, mustache grew and grew and grew, and now it's puppy.
Like a Pokemon.
One person you have to wrestle is Little Mean Kathleen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
is that a person for real?
Yes.
Ooh.
She is from
New England.
Boston area.
New England.
I always do it. I would wrestle anybody.
Everybody says that she's like the funniest person in the locker room.
The funniest wrestler. right here. Right now, you're taking her crown of the funny person. In the
you're stealing her.
I would wrestle my way out of a pillowcase.
He'll be watching you with popcorn going, she got this.
With a snake in it.
Oh, jeez. There goes the
you're taking the crown of the funniest interview we had.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so flattered.
Yay.
Are you going to use my joke for now on Square like Madison?
Oh, yes.
Probably.
See, I said that to somebody one time and they were just like, I was like, Madison Square Garden? Hello?
Cricket,
they're like, oh. And I was like, are you a worker or not? I'm going to lurk while I play. What is that?
What game is that, Joe? Help us out.
Because I was going to say Dungeons and Dragons, but I was wrong.
What game is that? I'm trying to think of the game.
Dragon Ball D?
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Dick.
No.
We're going to get kicked off Twitch if I keep saying shit like this. If I had a wang, it would be named Goku.
I think mine will just be going,
Dead by Daylight, and she started laughing.
Dead by Daylight's a good game.
Ooh.
That is a good game, Dead by Daylight.
Make sure you follow us so we can see the cat.
I think she does follow us.
Yeah.
I think she already follows us. Princess, you're following us, right? I think, yeah, we follow her on Insta. She's one of our peeps. Mm-hmm. She's one of our Ringside Insta Twitchy family.
Them peeps.
That's our Ringside Peepins.
The Ringside crew.
Keeping it peepy.
Right now,
keeping it peep G.
I would say this. You are our new funniest interview on the Ringside Podcast.
We've had a lot of fun. We have had a lot of funny interviews, Joe.
You know, now that I think about it, PPW has 2 P's in it.
Yeah.
PP Wrestling.
PP. Oh no.
PP Wrestling.
Coming after us like a hornets during the summer.
Yeah. They're gonna flag this episode so bad.
Ooh, they're gonna
please don't. I like Pennsylvania.
I live here. I'm gonna get Harley's gonna come after us now. Geek, our Steel's #1 fan, is gonna be like, you guys are so mean to her. Like, yeah, that's Harley. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I love them. All of those people are awesome. Like I said, my goal is to wrestle Christina and Adina someday.
Christina's awesome.
They're super just close to me, so there's no reason as to why in the next few years that I don't do that.
They're like Christina Marie came out here and told stories, and we've never had Christina Marie tell, we had her on her podcast, and she was just telling stories about her life and the road. Everything. So do you have any stories yet for the road?
I have some stories. You want to hear a funny story?
Oh yeah.
Funny story, sad story, whatever you want to tell.
Okay. Funny story. I have a friend who's new. He's trained by H.C. Lope. His name is Kibu. And I love Kibu because I have this video on my phone that he has a backpack, right? He brings to the shows with his bag. In this backpack, he had a gallon of half gallon of apple cider. And he had Triscuit and a whole fucking rotisserie chicken.
What?
So when I see him, I play the video because it's hilarious, because I was like, show me your rotisserie chicken. I made him take it out of his bag so I could record it. I have it. And the whole time he's, when those people have the high-pitched laughs?
Oh yeah.
The whole time he's begging me to stop making him laugh, because he's like, Marie, I can't take it, Marie. Oh my God.
I like to think that was the from what's that movie?
Rotisserie chicken, though. Rotisserie chicken. So if you see this, Kibu, I just told everybody that you had a rotisserie chicken in your backpack.
When you did that, I think of the Adam Sandler Christmas movie he did about, it was Hanukkah, but it was Christmas. What's that movie he did, Geek? What was that movie? The cartoon movie.
8 Crazy Nights.
Yes, the little old man that's in the movie. That's what it sounded. He literally sounded like the old man. That's what it sounded like.
It's like, Marie, don't do this, Marie, don't do this to me, Marie.
Yeah, that guy.
Because he's in the middle of dying, and when I'm sad, I go and watch that video because it's pretty funny. I have multiple videos of me with a few workers going to the bars and stuff, and which is the best time. And you get to pick people's brains, and their friends will come that aren't wrestlers, and we try to get them to chop them. So it's just do it. Just do it. And they're just asking questions, blah, blah, blah. And then they do it. And it's it's pretty hard, because they think that they have to hit you as hard as they can to make a noise. But it's really just a nice cup, a nice little.
Yeah, like that.
but they're just like, ha! Like, so good. Every time, in the nipple, in the neck, and it's like, that's my new favorite thing. So whenever I'm with the guys, I'm like, yo, I'll buy you a shot if you chop him, you know? So I get everybody chopped at the bar. So don't go to the bar with me.
No. Like,
I'll let people chop me too. I don't, it's whatever.
It's one thing. Everybody's like, oh, now we do a podcast. People are like, have you ever had anybody chop you? And I'm like, no, I don't want to be dead.
Like,
it's not as bad as you think it is.
That's tough. That's what you say. And then it's like, me and Joe be the ones in pain, be like, you told us it wasn't that bad. And like,
I'm going to tell Cade to chop you next time he sees you.
Call 911, shit. Oh, no. He won't even tell me. No. I'll be like,
I'll probably.
I'm going to be like, he said that you still look stocky. No, and then he's just going to be like, what?
It'd just be like this, like
that was Joe.
Just his face, like,
I call him Cade Lothbrook. That's Joe.
It was the mustache. It was the guy with the mustache said that you still look stocky.
Joe still wears a stockade bracelet and says that's still your name.
He said it again, stockade. There you go.
I have your bracelet, stockade. Don't hurt me. You gave me this.
You gave me this shit.
He said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Another funny story. I also walked into UW last month, and one of the workers came up to me. He's like, "You like my shirt?" And it was my shirt. And I was like, "Where the fuck did you get that?" And he was like, "It was on the floor in the room, so I grabbed it and I specifically wore it today for you." And I was like, "Did you take that out of my merch box? That'll be $20. Hello?" And he's like, "No, it was on the floor. I didn't want to leave you on the floor." And I was like, "How much you want to bet that was when I was like folding the table up and I was not paying attention?"
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably.
Yeah.
100%. And I was like, But I was like, no, it's okay. It looks good on you.
Next time you should put like a sticker on it or something.
It did. It had I have like the sizes and the brand new sticker like right here. But I bring 2 out because it says she yells at me, but I like it on the back.
I like that.
And the front of it has me on it with my name. So I used 2. So I'll show the back and the front, and one of them must have gotten woof. So I don't care, whatever. But that was funny. I was like,
we actually got like, see the T-shirt behind me and Geek. That girl behind us, Alfie. She's from England. She actually sent us both T-shirts. She sent us both a shirt from England.
Aw, what a sweetie!
What's your shirt, Joe?
Oh, and I got this from recently. Geek's gonna get his soon in a few days in the mail.
Bragging.
Savannah Summers.
Bragging.
I like that. My gear comes from UK.
There's a girl, a lady that's coming on the podcast in December. That's No Gimmick Gear. I don't know if you ever heard of that gear. She makes look her up on Instagram. She makes.
I'm gonna have to.
She makes tons of gear. She made the girl that was in the show you saw, the last VPW show, Geek.
Ashley?
No.
Megan?
Yeah,
Megan wasn't there. Megan wasn't at the last.
Oh, there was a couple new different girls there.
Chi-Chi? Yeah. Is it Chi-Chi?
Clara.
She made Clara's gear.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
She made Clara's.
I saw them on that flyer.
Yeah, she made Clara's gear. She made somebody from AEW's gear.
Yeah, the gear turnaround time is like 7 months.
I don't know how much she charges, but her gear looks legit.
I order my gear custom from a festival gear maker. They specialize in Lyrica and spandex for festivals. So it's like panel stitching and stuff like that. So you could pick whatever you want for whatever panels, wherever you want them, basically.
I'll send you.
They don't put names and stuff on it. So if I did want to get my name on it, I'd have to go to somebody else.
Clara
I'm not too fond on getting my name on it.
Well, you think you're gonna change your gimmick and then you'll forget and you changed it or something?
I like Valdomina because I might drop the Marie, but I like Valdomina because Domina means dominant. So that's kind of how I got that. And I don't know. I like fresh stuff. Like I don't know why I don't like my name on my gear. I want a moniker, like a nice name for myself. Like like somebody like Christina's is courageous. So I would like to find like a one-word moniker to describe myself and eventually go with that and put that on it.
Oh my gosh, I thought of a gear you could do because you're half Puerto Rican and half Italian. The Puerto Rican stallion.
Hey, what is stallion like considered Italian?
Yeah, Italian stallion. Get it? Puerto Rican stallion. And half your tights could be Puerto Rico flag. The other leg could be the Italian flag, and on the back could be your moniker. Girl,
why did I never think of that?
I got you.
Wow. Okay. And then the top can be like reversed, like the other side.
Yeah.
I might have to do that.
Keep me in mind, girl.
Joe, you're gonna be our manager now, right?
Oh yeah. I'll be your Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'll be your talker. Back to BBW, tell the management team I'll come out to the ring with you.
Yes, I love that idea a lot. I've been trying to figure out a way to incorporate both nationalities in there, but I haven't been able to figure
it out. The other reason why I thought it was awesome became my podcast geek. I'm half Puerto Rican and Italian as well, and that technically you are the first Puerto Rican / Italian wrestler to come on Dudes at Ringside podcast.
Do you know what that means?
You are now in Dudes at Ringside podcast history.
That means that we're sort of Rican.
Yeah, we're sort of Rican. Sort of. So what is your Puerto Rican food to eat out of everything that we have on the menu in the Puerto Rican roll?
Not mofongo.
And mofongo? Oh, you don't like mofongo? Takes too long to make?
Mofongo, it's like the consistency of poop.
Yeah.
I have a really fucked up Puerto Rico story if you want to know.
Okay, let's go.
So my grandmother passed away, sad. She passed away of old age. That's inevitable. So I had gone to Puerto Rico twice in my life. The first time I was in middle school, met my family for the first time. The second time I went was in October, and that was when she had passed. So we went out there, me and my father, and when we were out there, we had like explored a little bit and obviously spent time with family. So we're in Old San Juan, which is beautiful, and we're exploring. We go to like this 5-star restaurant, 4-star restaurant. Tell me how we get done with our food. And it was, I don't know what they do with pork chops there, but my dad got a pork chop and it was like a rock. Like, how do you eat rocks, guys?
Rough.
And then, okay, here it gets better. If you are squeamish to bugs, plug your ears. Because I went through it, not you. Okay? When I got, it's hot there. The climate is fucking hot. So I got done drinking my Coke or Pepsi. And on the side of my cup, dead, like, was a fucking roach.
Ew.
I drank the whole thing. And it was there. And it was like this big.
Ugh.
Like, you see my nose? It was like that big. And I was just like, hold on. I have a piece of mail right here. I will show you how big its antennas were. Hold on.
Oh, jeez. Here we go, geek.
This is how big its friggin' antennas were.
Oh, no. Oh,
on the side of your cup. You just got done drinking it. You see that. It was like $118 for the meal between 3 people.
What?
Okay. We got the whole thing for free. But still. Ugh. So now I keep saying if I go on Fear Factor, I'm going to eat a roach.
I started drawing the pants that you were talking about. I kind of did a rough draft. You can't really see it.
You did a rough draft.
Yes.
Aww.
And when I finish, I'll send you the picture of the pants.
I do like bell bottoms too, as well. They make like
bell bottoms. The Puerto Rican flag, you have to make it look cool as hell because it's the Puerto Rican flag. Gotta make that Boricua flag look fucking stunning. You know, you gotta make it.
I should put like pictures of like, you know how Michaels used to have the heartbreaks, like the broken hearts all over his tights. I should on one side do a bunch of tacos, and on the other side just a bunch of spaghetti plates. Or pizza.
You have to oh my god! Put in the stripes of the Puerto Rican flag. You have little coquitos holding on to the stripes. That's our frog. Geek knows about the coquito. It's a little frog.
Coquito. They sound like cookie.
Yeah, those things are. I love those things. They're so loud.
They are so cute. Have you ever tried to catch a lizard out there and stuff?
My dad went to Puerto Rico as a little boy. I'm not privileged.
There's lizards in Florida. There's lizards in Florida. There's iguanas now.
It's not expensive to go to Puerto Rico at all.
Hint, Dad. Hint.
Just stay out of like the harsh parts that you shouldn't be traveling to.
My sister went there with her fiance, and like there's parts that they say don't go.
Yeah, right next to Old San Juan, where most people stay, there. What you might think that there is like really nice hotels to stay at. Most of them are hostels. With a hostel was where we stayed. It's cheaper, and let's just say that you have to share like a bathroom with the room next door.
What?
So
like, what if that person's having a bad night?
Stupid.
Like, what if that person's having a bad night? If you know what I mean.
I don't know. There wasn't anybody there the whole week that we were there. That's great, but I made a mistake doing that, and they'll hide it when you're booking. Like they'll try to hide the fact that there's no bathroom in the room, and it's like, you piece of shit. I was so friggin' pissed off when we got there, but then he was like, oh, there's nobody here, blah blah blah. You have to use like 2 doors with a key to get in, like scan key. And I was like, all right, this is cool. And on the roof they have like a tiki area and everything on the roof, so that was cool. There was like an authentic restaurant across the street, and there was like a store down the street, a Subway down the street. There was Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is the legit thing to go to these days.
So yeah,
Planet Fitness.
So I was like, okay, this works. But there was like, I don't like a high chain hotel, like a 5-star hotel, and they were booked, like packed, booked. And they made it look really fancy too, because there's not a lot of them there. So when you're staying at Old San Juan, like that's where everybody goes, is San Juan. It's where you fly in at. So my family's in Caguas. Caguas is like 25 minutes from the airport. So there's a lot of stuff around there you can get. And if you're ever gonna go fly to Puerto Rico, you better book your car, your rental ahead of time. Do not wait till you get there. I was like, okay, cool. There's a Hertz. There are all these places that I can get a car from at the airport. Nope, every single one of them were booked. Ugh. And when we got there, I have Straight Talk, and my phone wasn't working.
Oh, jeez.
So we had to call my uncle from a payphone, have him come pick us up, take us to Walmart so I could buy a Straight Talk phone for like $30, the cheapest one they had that wasn't flipped. Then I had to activate it for the 2 weeks that we were going to be there, for a month, and then have him take us to go get a rental.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So yeah, prepare yourselves because shit don't work when you go out there.
Yeah.
And you can't bring your car.
Unless you're gonna, unless it's one of those
on the boat. You can put it on the boat.
Yeah, which would probably cost more than the amount that I still have to pay on my car right now.
Ridiculous.
I know, right? That's the best thing a wrestler can do. I have a 19 Jeep, and nothing's gone wrong with it. Knock on wood.
Oh, geez, you just said it.
Yeah, I just knocked on wood though. There's wood all around, and that's the best thing that I could have done for myself as a wrestler. Like I've put in 50,000 miles on it in the past 3 years. A lot. 2.5 years, 3 years, 3.5 years. So most of that is from wrestling and going and driving to Florida 2 years in a row. But that's not that bad. So a lot of it is from wrestling. The best thing that we could do for ourselves is have a nice, reliable vehicle that's not going to break down on the way. I feel bad for every worker, every person who's traveling for work or anything that gets a giant nail in their tire or something. Like, that's the worst.
It's happened.
I made sure that I knew how to replace my tire.
It's so many sad things because, like, when you're a wrestler, you're always on the road.
Yeah,
and then something like that is scary as hell because you guys are out there in the middle of nowhere. You don't know where you are. You could be in the worst town in America, and sometimes the GPS doesn't tell you good and bad towns. No. You'll go into this town, my tire got a flat, and have to go to a gas station. You don't know if that gas station is known for people getting mugged. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, absolutely. Right now, I have jumper cables. I have an emergency kit, safety kit. I have sewing kit. I have my car's instruction manual, obviously. I don't have AAA. I want to get it eventually. I'll pay for it eventually, for free tows and whatnot. I did have my friend's AAA when I first started, so I was like super confident, and I never had to use it. And warm clothing, spare shoes, spare socks. I have, for newer vehicles, when you pump gas, you can't put a gas can. You have to have one of those gas cans that have the nozzle that are longer than this. You have to have the nozzle that extends out, that's like a foot long, to put it into the newer vehicles because they have those little stop lever things in there. They don't have a cap. So if I try to feed that in there to go give myself gas, it won't work with a traditional gas can. So I have the funnel that comes with underneath my tire. I got the gas can. I don't put gas in it. It's a brand new gas can, but I got a gas can. I don't want to carry gas around.
And always remember, my dad always says, always have toilet paper in the car. Always have a blanket in the car. Yeah. Always have change of clothes, a toothbrush, toothpaste, and anything else just in case. I feel like Uncle Joe is coming out of me. Grandpa Joe is coming. A blanket. Always have some food in the car just in case.
Yeah, dude, I'm always bitching at my female friends. Like, hey, you need jumper cables, girl. You need to know how to jack your own. Loosen it, jack it up.
Yeah.
Take the bitch off, put it on, tighten it up halfway, drop it down, tighten it the rest of the way. And don't put the friggin' jack in an odd spot that's going to crack your frame. So I always say this. Like, I always stress this enough. Like, jumper cables, I mean, most of the time you're going to use them is not even for you, but still, keep them. And 100%, always 100%, extra pair of boots, socks, and warm-ass clothing. And a rain jacket.
Underwear and a bra.
Fuck that. Fuck the underwear. I just want a warm jacket.
A jacket, anything to keep yourself from, like, getting cold. Because
if you've never had to free ball it around somewhere before, then have you ever really lived?
Yeah. I had to do it in college.
Not in your house.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I changed the pants and I made them into I saw one of your pictures. I made them into chaps.
Oh my gosh, I love chaps right now.
Made Puerto Rico chap, Puerto Rican Italian chap.
I love it.
Okay, when I'm fully done, we're done with the podcast. When they're done, I'm gonna take a picture of the picture and like send them to you.
Aw, so sweet.
Because I heard you say chaps. I'm like, oh God, she would want chaps. She's a Shawn Michaels girl. You know what?
I do love chaps. I specifically got them because my legs are a little bit thicker. So people are like, "Oh, are you channeling Mickey James?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Oh, you're wearing chaps for Michaels." I'm like, "No," but I love both of them. So yeah, let's just say that.
Yeah. I just thought of this. Wouldn't your hearts be Puerto Rican flag and Italian flags?
I would totally do a Michaels tribute tights and have the Puerto Rican flag and
That's what I'm doing
the
right now.
Italian flag.
All the hearts. I'm making all the hearts. But the stripes would still be on the one leg, even though the stripes would be on one leg and the Italian flag would be on the other leg. There you go. The hearts would be in the flag.
Yeah.
But which, like, if you had to do it, here we go. Shawn Michaels question: if you had to start like a DX style hilarious, if you had to start like a funny DX stable with any indie wrestler that you've encountered, who would you start it with?
I would be China, of course. No, I'm very brash. I would definitely do it with. I would want Axel Lennox in there. He is Vinny from Binghamton. I would definitely want. I would want everybody in there. Like I can't just hide. I can't. No. I would definitely want. I don't know. That's a weird question. Can I just be all of them?
There you go. Like NWO.
I just want to rib on people and do funny stuff.
My favorite Shawn Michaels is when he was part of DX because he still like they had no script. They just did what
they did not. He came out and did whatever he wanted to.
My favorite one is when they were like on the microphone. We will not say the word fuck shit. Oh my God, I love that. That was like my favorite.
I did not sleep with that young intern. As a matter of fact, I was up all night.
It's like me and Geek. It's so
and Hunter's in the background like just geeking out the whole time. And China's just like just watching them the whole time. How she didn't geek out half the time they were doing that shit is besides me because I would have been dying.
That'd be me. We need to do that on TikTok and have you and Danielle behind me, and I'll be like, "Hey, stop it! Fuck, shit, stop it! Shut the." All right.
But instead of you jumping up and down and behind the sign with your ass crack hanging out, you could just pop up with your mustache like this, and then go back down, and then pop up with the mustache again, like, and then pop back down, and people would still get the Michaels reference.
Because I'm like the Michaels of the podcast, because I'm like the funny, sweet, fun, like bad boy. Keith's the heel. I'm the face, but I don't act like the heel. I don't act like a face.
I am 100% happy that Michaels is actually doing stuff again now.
I just hope WWE doesn't do like they've done to all those wrestlers that they just released. Did you see the second release of wrestlers?
This is the second time they released Ember.
Yeah.
Ember is my favorite out of all of them.
What is with them with the release? Is like, why? What is
it? Because Ember is literally my size.
Really?
Yeah, she's like super friggin' short and thick on the bottom. He's like, No, I have that appeal towards girls that are kind of my size. I like Wounded Lufisto. I think that I said her name right. She's older. I love me some Ember Moon. There's a few other girls who are short and thick. I forget their names. I'll figure it out.
So, if you have to go get your wings on, we understand.
Yes, I am going to head out here. Okay. Whenever you guys are ready, we could wrap it up.
Nope, you want to wrap it up now? We are totally down, and we'll start our weekend.
We've been going 2 hours, so
we're
good.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna get ready. I'm going to get my bag ready for tomorrow because I'm gonna be heading out to Lyons County.
Hopefully, VPW in the future. Fingers crossed.
I know. Fingers crossed, guys.
Okay.
Go nag them a little bit.
We'll tell them that we said.
No, I'm planning on definitely being there in the future. Mm-hmm. That'll be a fun time. We'll have to get Joe out there.
Oh yeah, I'll be back.
Or Joe would just stay at home locked in his basement.
Yeah, forever.
And I went and got seafood after that show or before. Nope, that was New Jersey. I'm sorry. But I think there's probably really good seafood out there, though.
Oh yeah, Long Island. Whew, you can get some good fish and chips. What?
I don't like seafood, but I know a couple of good places.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, you're gonna have to send those places my way. Someplace close to Victory.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because I'm a foodie.
Oh yes. As I said, we definitely. You like Greek?
I do.
Oh yes, Greek. Me and Geek. Last time when it came out in July.
Greek Village is amazing, by the way.
That sounds so good. Just the name.
Greek Village is good. It's a little small place, but it's actually pretty good.
I'm going to have to go to this place that we speak of. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Send me that.
I will. I just got to color it in.
You are amazing, my friend.
Thank you.
That is my first template that has ever been made for gear.
Really?
I've asked about it. Yeah, I want to use software or something to create that. Obviously, I'm gonna get a laptop in my mitts.
Please, if you do use the same template as my tights that I made, please at Ghostbuster Joe, because
of course,
the biggest accomplishment. Someone's actually using something I drew as a gear or tights. I'd be like,
I would make a personal little. I would do that, and I would make a personal little tag on the inside. It was done by Joe.
Yeah, they put little red glasses in the corner.
I'll put the sticker logo on there.
With the mustache. Mustache. All right.
That would be adorable. This is the nicest podcast ever.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you coming on, and good luck in all your upcoming matches, and don't be shy.
Where can people find you, and where can people get your merch?
So right now you can only get my merch if you see me live at the merch table. But I am planning on working with a website like a lot of the other workers are doing right now to promote their pro wrestling tees, stuff like that. There's kind of a 2-week wait time, and I also need to get the inventory in there to get the ball rolling and whatnot. So you can also find me at my Instagram, which is Marie_valdomina right here. And you can also find me on YouTube if you search Marie Valdomina. I do not have a public YouTube yet, but I'm planning on creating a platform that I can go on and voice stuff that I'm going through, new gear, what I'm doing, places I'm going and eating, after shows, who I'm hanging out with, where I'm having some beers with, playing games with, darts, face prosthetics, special effects makeup that I would be doing, makeup videos, anything that I would pique interest in. I'm going to start a YouTube eventually. I'd probably like to do that sometime in the new year. And I just think that it would be interesting. And as a girl, a lot of people might tune into that if you get to see me more often.
Yeah.
Like outfits, like, oh, what I'm gonna wear to help me pick out stuff, help me choose what gear I want. I want feedback from people who want to give me feedback besides these 4 people.
we try to get more. As I said, it's hard these days because no one really
I get a lot of people looking at my stuff like on my stories on Instagram and stuff like that. So I think that maybe I'm gonna start doing polls on there. That might be a way to start something. Like I'll start asking, like, if I had a YouTube page, would you subscribe to it? Yada yada, and then eventually drop that YouTube page.
You tell us when you do it. Geek will go on Dudes at Ringside and boop,
subscribe.
I will. And if you also want to catch me on Facebook, you can find me at Marie Grace or Marie Valdomina on Facebook.
All right, we'll definitely go follow you on the Facebook.
But I prefer Instagram. And my Instagram's public, so if you want to be a lurker, you can do that too.
Yeah. Well, you have a good day, good weekend, and go get him, girl.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you, you guys. Have a good night, okay?
Later.
I'll see you guys soon.
Yep.
Bye.
What an awesome interview. That was a fun interview, Joe.
Yeah, that was totally fun. And I'm drawing, that's why I'm looking down, Geeky.
All right, you can donate to us at http://streamlabs.com/dudes@ringside. http://streamlabs.com/dudes@ringside.
We will see you this Sunday for the Dom piece, and I'll just see you this Sunday. Peace out.